Governor, I just want to speak also. A young woman, 17-year-old Mariela Ramirez, was deported to Mexico without her family recently. If you read our local paper today, there was an editorial saying it's inhumane and wrong to be separating families like this. And our agricultural community, as we know, is dependent on workers, and many of them are undocumented. So if there's any way that you could be working in the capacity that could protect our workers and our farmers too. And but Mariela is an incredible young woman. She's gone to she voluntarily departed. She was picked up at 15 years old, spent time in foster home, including an abusive foster home. And she has now gone to the U.S. Embassy in Mexico to try to apply for a visa and come in legally to rejoin her family. And many are committed to giving her an education. But we know many families are in this situation. I just wanted to alert you to that. That's something that happened last week. And I really am thankful for our educators. They're working to educate her from this angle, incredibly. But I just want to speak for those voices who often are unheard, and many people I know are in hiding.
The failure of Congress to do immigration reform has hit our state very hard, and it's hit our state at the human level. It's also hit us very hard economically. For example, if you came with me to eastern Washington, you would see apples rotting on trees because we don't have the workforce to pick them. We struggled with the asparagus this year. We struggled finding enough workers for cherries, which we export literally around the world. All of these crops, that's what's adding to our huge export. So now we're seeing it all go up. We have a reputation around the world for the highest quality, and we can't harvest the crops, and we can't find the workforce. And the good news, lowest unemployment rate. Bad news, there aren't any workers, and it's very difficult to get workers to do this work. Last year, by way of example, we put a bus in downtown Seattle and said, we're in dire straits, anybody who will do this work, please come join us. We took a busload of people over, and they were back on the bus by noon, saying, no thank you, don't want to do this work. It's hard work, it's difficult to find people. Immigration reform is the only way we're going to solve this. We're going to make the borders more secure. We are going to be able to solve problems like what you've suggested. We're going to make ourselves more economically strong. And I just mentioned to the Association of Washington Business, I did a trade mission to Mexico. I met with President Calderon. He wants his borders safe. He wants to stop. He doesn't want his people to come here to go to work. He wants them to stay there. And he wants, if they came here just to come for 3 months, to help with the crops or what have you, and then come back. So we've got to do this. And the issue is, it's not unique here. We're having problems where they are picking up individuals and no notice is given to the children. The children come home in the evening and have no idea where the parent or parents are, and they're gone.
And I don't think we are aware of that. And this
Correct.
has been going on forever. But now we need to be highlighting it and have this,
Well, I've been trying to talk to the federal folks to say, you can't leave these kids abandoned, okay? Surely there must be a better way to do this than to just take the mom or take the dad or both, and then the children have no idea what has happened. So we're trying to work with them, but I know this is happening. This is not the first story I've been told. And we need fundamental immigration reform in the country, that would allow for earned citizenship here, that would allow for people to come in here, help us harvest our crops and go back on a guest worker program, tighten the security on those borders so that illegals are not coming across those borders, this border or that border. So there's a comprehensive immigration reform package, but it just is not going to happen that I can see in Congress. It's just not. So I thank you.
Governor, thank you very much for coming
Oh,
today.
you bet, Mr. Mayor. Thank you all very much. Appreciate it.